Hi, this is James.
And this is Tina.
Welcome to
Whatever Topics.
where we'll be talking about.
Anything, whatever pops into our head's gonna pop out of our mouth.
Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, Tina.
Hello.
How's everything going?
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Whatever Topics. We're on episode 9 this week.
I hope you're right.
I got it this time.
Okay.
Last week it was a little wrong, but we still got the message out there. So this week we're going to talk about. Let's talk about Hurricane Dorian.
And the craziness.
Dorian. Yeah. Let's talk about that hurricane. It's supposed to be here, Monday, I think.
Or Tuesday.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Well, this is, we're broadcasting this on Saturday, so we won't be able to say anything about what happened until next week.
Yeah, if we're on next week. Depending on what happens here.
We don't go nowhere in these hurricanes. We sit outside and watch them.
Yeah, we do.
We're not hurricane chasers or storm chasers, but if it's not too bad, we'll kind of watch the wind blow and the trees bend and.
Okay, now if we went through Irma with no problem, we got it made.
Yeah, Irma was almost a 5, and this is supposed to be a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So what can I say?
We'll see what we get.
There you go. When Irma went through, we was in the eye wall of the hurricane. And it was shooting pine needles through the screen on the back porch.
Awesome.
That was awesome. You know, ting, 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 ting. You know, they would
funny.
Take a pine needle and try to push it through a screen. I don't know, but that hurricane sure did it. And the only problem we had out of the whole mess, of course, there was a lot of trees down on the property and stuff. But other than that, the only major thing that happened was my oil can fell off the picnic table.
That's so major.
135 mile an hour winds just roaring through here. It sounded like a tornado, you know, it was a big old roar.
We actually did have a couple tornadoes go in front and behind the house.
Yeah, but that oil can, after it was over with, I laughed so hard. What else was a trash can? We had an empty trash can sitting there, and it just fell over.
Yeah.
That was it. But I don't know what to tell you, because maybe this one's going to come in at a different angle or something. We don't know, so we're not going to laugh about it until it's over with.
You know, they're kind of like tornadoes. They're really unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right. We're looking at that this coming Monday or Tuesday. That will be the 2nd or the 3rd, so you won't hear about this one until the 7th of next month. Like you said, though, if we're still here.
Oh, we'll still be here. It's just we could have down power lines or whatever. You just never know. We may not get anything. We just don't really know.
Now, Wednesday, I think it was, people started pulling into gas stations to buy gas.
People are crazy here.
And I'm telling you, yeah, I mean, it looked like a car lot.
There's people in the main highways trying to get into gas stations because they're so full you can't get into them.
Yeah, lined up down the road on the road.
And there's even a couple gas stations here that's out of gas now.
Yeah, there's more now, though.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there is now.
I seen a gas station today heading towards downtown Naples, and there was a gas truck there, and he couldn't get in to fill the tanks up.
Right.
What are you going to do? You know, you're going to lose your place in line for a truck to put gas in the tanks?
Oh, not here. You're not. Not when a hurricane's coming, or they think one's coming.
I guess he just inched it in as he could get there.
Yeah. That's all you can do.
What do you know, the driveway's closed. You know, the car's parked in it. So
people get really, really nuts.
You know, when we bought gas Wednesday, but we had to have it, you know, to get back and forth to downtown.
Yeah.
But when we pulled in the gas station, there was 3 cars there maybe, and I pulled right up to the pump, and I filled the car up with gas, and I couldn't get out going straight because cars in front of me getting gas, cars on the side of me getting gas. So I looked in my mirror to back up, and there's a whole line of cars behind me.
And they're trying to back up inch by inch just to get you out of there so they can get up to the gas pump.
Wow, I had to wiggle and whittle and everything else, Looked like a new licensed driver.
Yeah, it did.
Looked like a new licensed driver trying to park a parallel or something.
I'm glad we didn't have to get it after that. I mean, gee.
Wow. Yeah. But the traffic wasn't bad. For the last 3 days, the traffic's been nice, because everybody's at home.
Except for the one lanes that are always blocked off because people are trying to get gas.
Yeah, yeah. And once you realize that, because, that happens every time there's a hurricane come through,
mm-hmm.
people will do that. So you've got to put it in your head. Now, I'm going here, and it's 3 lanes, so I can't use that right lane.
Yeah.
And
the best thing to do if you know a hurricane, even if something starts developing and they figure it's going to be a hurricane, a week before, not 2 days before, a week before, you go fill up your gas cans, you get your propane, then you ain't got to sit in them long lines.
We went to Tractor Supply because, living in this travel trailer, we run on propane. And we go through a tank a month.
Sometimes 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. It kind of falls back and forth of 1 to 2 to 1 to 2. And we've already been using our 3rd tank.
Mm-hmm.
Because we done a lot of baking this month.
Yeah.
So we used more than normal. We went through a whole tank of propane just on the oven.
You and your biscuits.
Hey, I like my biscuits. So anyway, and my gravy,
mm-hmm.
Making all that stuff. So I grabbed the 2 tanks of propane tanks that's empty, and we're going to Tractor Supply. Now, Tractor Supply is like 14 miles from here. Traffic was good. It's a little fast today.
Yeah.
45 mile an hour speed limit. I'm doing 55, and people pass me like I'm an idiot.
Yep.
But when we got to Tractor Supply, there was a line of people in there getting propane.
And see, this is another problem. You're looking at a hurricane possibly coming in here, and people are getting all their propane and stuff so they can have their special little holiday weekend. Now, if their holiday weekend gets screwed up, they're going to be mad.
Well, that's what they're talking about. Wouldn't you say something a while ago about that?
Something about, you're a Floridian if you get more upset that your holiday weekend gets messed up than you are about the hurricane itself.
Yeah.
And that's how people are here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I figure no matter what happens, we're going to be without electric for a few days anyway.
It's
minimum.
possible, yeah.
And last time we was in that motorhome. And it was a junky old motorhome.
Oh.
I mean, it was, 17 years old to start with.
Right.
It leaked like I don't know what.
You might as well say waterfall.
Yeah, we had to set buckets and pans out in it.
Everywhere.
But we lived in it for, what was it, 4 years?
About 4 years, yeah.
And it got worse and worse. But the propane tank was shot, so we didn't have no gas for cooking. So we didn't have a backup for our refrigerator. It had a generator built into it.
Well, the generator was even messed up, yep.
It didn't work because the batteries were all shot.
Mm-hmm.
This thing had 4 batteries, and none of them was any good. And to keep the generator running, I'd had to hook my car up to the batteries and let it run the whole time. Let my car run.
Well, needless to say, it was a piece of junk,
yeah.
But it was something to live in at the time.
So, only thing we had was nothing, really, because all the lights was on 12 volt, but if the batteries wasn't working, we didn't have lights.
Right.
We had one of those light lanterns.
Yeah.
That you can adjust the light high, low, and all that.
Yeah, just have battery lantern instead of a gas. There you go.
Yeah. And it was hard. I mean, we had all the windows open and
no air.
Now, your mom had a generator that they hook up to their house where they got the deep freezes still working, the TV still working, their air conditioner still working, and we're sitting over here dying, But they did run an extra cord to our hookup, and so where we had some electricity, like we had enough where we could run a fan.
And our lights. The TV even worked.
The lights. Did it?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, TV worked.
Okay, so we had all that, but then you'd wake up 2 o'clock in the morning and the fan would be shut off because the generator run out of gas.
Oh, that was a mess.
Wow. That's the thing about them generators. They don't quite run all night.
No.
And you see flashlights shining out there in the yard, and they're out there with a gas can trying to fill it back up.
You know, speaking of crazy people, I'm going back to Facebook because I thought this was so good. It's a little post that says, if you think Black Friday shopping is bad, you've clearly never been to a Florida Walmart before a hurricane. Oh, that is so true.
Well, we went, what was it, yesterday?
Oh, it was so packed.
Yeah, yesterday we went to that one up here. And there was, well, yesterday we went to that one down on Marco Island. And the people in there, I mean, it looked like, it was a mess. People was packed in there.
They were worse at the one here on Collier.
Yeah.
The one on Collier, you couldn't go anywhere without bumping into somebody.
Yeah, and the shelves are empty almost.
The one in Marco wasn't as bad. The shelves were still pretty well, but the one on Collier was horrible.
Right. People going in there and buying stuff. You don't have to have refrigeration.
Yeah.
All you have to do is drop it in hot water and cook it. You know, like spaghetti, noodles, and then they was getting the sauce, you know, like spaghetti sauce with meat in it and stuff like that. I don't Denny Moore, I think it is, that one brand.
Yeah.
The things that you are in a little plastic container and you just drop it in hot water and bring it to a boil, and then take it out, peel the top off of it and eat it. They're good, you know, I mean, but we don't have to worry about that running out of food. We don't have to worry about running out of water because we have that holding tank on the travel trailer. Holds 50 gallons of water, and that's quite a bit.
It really is.
Yeah. I'm figuring that if we need more water, we can go somewhere and buy it.
Yeah.
You know,
I hope we don't need to, though, because quite honestly, I don't want to venture out after today.
Right. Yeah, it's a mess. The last time we went to the store, when we ran out of charcoal, we was cooking outside. Of course, now we got the propane, so we might not have to use charcoal.
Yeah.
And we got 3 full tanks, and that's going to last us. Actually, that lasts us about 3 months. So
yeah.
We're okay on the gas. But anyway, we don't have to worry about the propane. We don't have the one bag. Well, actually, about a bag and a half of charcoal. But last time we went to the store to get charcoal, I was out there about 3 hours, going from store to store looking for charcoal and lighter fluid.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't any. I mean, you would think, you know, all these people down here are cooking out on their barbecue grills.
Of course.
Yeah, and we needed some charcoal. So you know what we did? I had that little butane burner, that little pocket burner thing that you screw on this little can of propane. And I cooked what was that, ramen noodles? I cooked on there. But other than that, I just chopped up some wood and we used the barbecue pit. So that was fun. You know, well, we had a good time.
Oh, of course.
But this time it's going across the holiday. You know, it's Labor Day. It's Labor Day.
So fun.
Hey, Labor Day sales. Who's going to go buy stuff? You know, like Labor Day sales when they're trying to get food and gas.
You might be amazed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what they're going to do? They're going to extend the sale to way after that. Yeah, it's going to take a long time for that sale to end.
Yeah.
You know, go out and you save $1,000 on a new mattress, but your house is gone. Where you gonna put it?
Good question.
Yeah, you save $5,000 on a new car, but where are you gonna drive it? You know, the roads are closed.
You may not be able to get out.
You can't go there to buy it. You know. Hey, what else we got to talk about? I'm sure they're getting bored about this right about now.
Well, I have something, but my computer's froze up and I can't get to it.
Oh, didn't write it down, huh?
No, I had it in a thing there.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's our story about the hurricane. Now everybody's wanting us to go north. They say, go north, come up here and visit us for a few days while it goes through. I said, well, we can't. There ain't no place to buy gas. I mean, they're from Florida, from Naples, all the way up into Alabama. There's no gas stations got gas because people are in all these areas, and it's covering a pretty good area. They all stocking up on gas.
Oh, not only that, one year, my uncle, they told us, y'all need to leave, y'all need to get out of there, it's coming through, which it did. But unfortunately, he left and went farther up, and he got worse than Naples did. He ended up being where they said it wasn't going to go. So they're unpredictable. You don't know. You either take your chances of staying, or if you leave, you might get it too.
But we're covered here where your mom's house has qualified for a Category 5 hurricane, plus they did extra reinforcement.
Yeah, they tripled what was required for hurricane season.
Gotta have so many iron rebar in between each concrete block, and they put one in, I think, every other one instead of every 4.
Right. He wanted to make sure this house didn't go nowhere. I mean, we figured the most that would happen was we would lose a roof. Well, even during Irma, we didn't lose our roof.
I mean, when you're in an airplane, you get to a certain altitude, your ears pop.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're standing out here. That hurricane's going through the pressure from it. It makes your ears pop.
Yeah, it was different.
If you open the door to go in or out of the house, because we got all the windows boarded up. But if you open the door to go in or out of the house, you better have a good hold of that door handle, because that air pressure will slam that thing right in your face.
I learned one thing when I first moved here. When they first said hurricane Category 1, it scared me because I'd never been through one. Well, I found out that their Category 1s was like a Texas summer thunderstorm. Okay, no big deal. Then came a 2. Alright, now that scared me a little bit more. I have no idea. Not so bad. When they said Irma, and it was going to be close to a 5, I honestly thought I was going to panic. And then going through it, it was like, oh, dude, this house is built good. It's tripled in everything. We didn't lose our roof. We didn't lose nothing else. I'm good.
Everybody in the family showed up here.
Yeah. And this one, if we do happen to get anything, it's not going to scare me like it did the first time I ever heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have it now, my joke of the week. And here it is. Are we ready for it?
No.
Not yet?
Go ahead. We'll fill the end up with something else.
Oh, we still got time? I thought we was out of time.
We've only been 20 minutes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not quite 20 minutes.
Okay, then I guess we'll find something else to talk about, and we'll do my joke of the week at the end.
Stay tuned for Joke of the Week.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Tina.
I thought we were already there.
One who always tries to get ahead quicker than she's supposed to be.
Hey, I thought we started at 10. I didn't realize it was later than that.
Well, I'm going by the numbers up here on the time.
Okay, so everybody out there, y'all know that I'm scatterbrained and I don't keep up with time.
I don't know what time we started. I didn't look at the clock. It's been 37 minutes since 10 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
But we've only been on the air, before I edited it, we've been on there 21 minutes.
Okay, let's figure out something else to talk about then.
Let's talk about, how about my tire? Let's talk about the tire on my car.
What's wrong with your tire?
I wake up one morning, I go somewhere, and I got a flat tire.
Really?
So I hook up the air pump, and it takes about 20 minutes to pump that thing up with that little bitty air pump.
Uh-huh.
Plug it in your cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
I pumped it up and got air in it. And I went where I was going to go, and I thought, well, because we get a lot of nails down here.
Oh, yeah, we're next to a mulching business.
So anyway, I'm figuring, well, next time it goes down, if it goes down pretty soon, I'll have to take it off and look for the nail and plug it. It hasn't went down since, and it's been over a week.
Yeah, so how did it go down overnight? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Overnight it goes down, and then I'm fine with it. Now, there's a couple people I could point to.
No, you can't.
You, for one.
I didn't do nothing.
You probably did that to keep my butt at home.
Okay, now wait a minute. I can't do that because if I need something, we have to have a car to go get it. Now, why would I do that? Don't blame me. It was you. You got up in the middle of the night and went out and did it and didn't even realize it.
Okay, yeah, blame it on me.
I will. Oh, by the way, you should really check your tires at least once a month here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Make sure they're up, because there's a lot of things out there.
Yep.
People throw trash out. Some of these roads, that people throw their trash out on the side of the roads.
Oh, gee, you get what? Nails, screws,
Wire.
wire, yeah, all kinds of things out here.
Well, that mulching place you was talking about, they take concrete from the road. You know, so if they tear up a road or sidewalk or anything, they take out the concrete there, and then they grind it up, and there's that wire that's in the concrete.
Yeah, just one thing a lot of people around here are doing is constantly having their tires aired up or buying new ones, or
Right.
it's a mess.
Yeah. We don't live in the city. We live in the country, so we gotta expect that.
Yeah, we expect a lot of things, bad roads and all.
Yeah. I can't say I can't wait till. But last time the roads flooded, you couldn't go nowhere for about 3 days because the water was up past the bottom of your door.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're driving in it, the fan on your car will spray that water up into your engine and stall it out. Plus, with all the sand and everything, that water gets gritty with the sand. So every time you use your brakes, you're getting that watery, sandy water in your brakes, and it wears your brakes down.
Well, at least we got a halfway decent car. It sets up pretty high.
Yeah, and four-wheel drive. It still beats living up in Michigan somewhere where you're going to freeze your butt off every winter.
I miss the snow.
Yeah, you miss the snow, but you ain't missing that freezing cold.
I miss the snow. I miss the actual fall colors that we don't have here. There's a lot of things I miss, and I really, really wish I was back up north.
Well, wish in one hand and
Yeah, we know
dump
the
in
saying.
the other. See which one gets full first.
The dump. I know that's the happiest I've been in a long time was when I lived up in Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio's about the best medium
Mm-hmm.
for a state to live in, I think.
Yeah, there's so many things to take pictures of there, and here it's just everything's just dull green and brown.
Green and brown.
Yeah, you just don't have the color.
Yeah. The only time you know the seasons changes is by the color of the license plates.
Yeah, that's about it.
And talk about license plates. You come down here to Florida and buy you a set of license plates, you got about, 300 different designs to choose from.
Oh yeah, I mean all the
It's
specialty plates.
It's hard to see two plates the same down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of specialty plates here for the manatees and the panthers and the this and the that and golf and just wow, yeah.
Yeah, anything that's your pleasure.
Yeah.
Your hobby or anything. And I think that at the driver license place, they got all these plates on the wall, and that's not even close to how many they got.
No, that's just a sample.
There's probably 50 samples hanging on the wall.
Mm-hmm. And here we are riding around with a plain old boring license plate.
It says "In God We Trust" on it.
Yeah, but it's not a specialty.
It looks just like a regular plate. I can't afford them
Oh,
specialties.
no kidding. I couldn't either.
Well, it costs $47 a year for the sticker. But if you have a specialty plate, you have to pay for that plate every year.
Mm-hmm.
So the specialty plates cost like $60.
Oh,
And then on top of your $47, you're paying over $100 a year just to keep that license plate.
Yeah, there is no way.
And
I mean, some of them is really nice and all, but I'll stick with the plain old boring license plate.
The plain plate that's not specialty, you can keep that on your car until you can't read it no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen some cars that you couldn't even read it no more, and they still had them on there.
Yeah.
It's nice though. It's not that much cheaper in Ohio either. I think it was like $35 in Ohio.
Yeah.
So it was only a couple of dollars more for the sticker.
Mm.
But you got to drive like 20 miles to get it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds right.
Like I say, we live out in the country.
Yeah, best place to be.
And we've got the grocery stores. I mean, we got what all we got for the grocery stores? We got the Walmart,
Publix, Winn-Dixie. I don't know.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Everywhere too. They're not just 2 or 3 of them in town. And that's it.
Well, look how many people are here. I mean, a few 100,000 or
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of stores, a lot of schools. I mean, geez, when I went to school, there was like 3 schools. Here, there's like 15 just elementary schools.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of people here. But we live in the country. Did I say that already?
Yeah, I'm glad we don't live in town. I'd never make it there.
Oh, no. I wouldn't make it there.
Oh,
The driving, the rush hours.
the
Oh,
people.
Man. We know what time to go to Walmart, and we know what time to go to the grocery store, and we know what time to go to the gas station. Don't go to our gas stations in the morning, because every contractor in Naples is there to filling up their trucks.
Don't go to Walmart on a Sunday after church either.
No.
Oh, boy.
It's like Black Friday.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Or if they got a big concert going on.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we're about out of time. We're going to have to get on to that
Joke of the week.
Hey!
Joke of the week.
All right, let
Here
her
we-
rip. If you're offended, just don't listen to us no more.
Here we go. An old man in his 80s got up and was putting on his coat. His wife said, "Where are you going?" He says, "I'm going to the doctor." And she asked, "Why? Are you sick?" "No," he said. "I'm going to get me some of those new Viagra pills." So his wife got up off of her rocker and was putting on her sweater. And he says, "Where are you going?" She says, "I'm going to the doctor too." "Why?" he says. And she replies, "If you're going to start using that rusty old thing again, I'm going to get me a tetanus shot."
Okay.
I can't help it. It was funny.
Yeah, there you go. Joke of the week.
Us old folks, you gotta love us.
Remember that one, that old man and old lady sitting on the couch watching TV? Now, we're old, so we're not really down in old people, because we're old too.
Yeah, we are old, and we find these amusing.
Yeah, they're sitting on the couch watching TV, and the lady says to the guy, she says, "You remember when you used to nibble on my ear?" And the guy gets up and starts to walk out of the room. She said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I go find my teeth." Oh, boy.
Yep. You gotta love us old folks again, I say.
Don't mess with the old folks, because they've been there and done that.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, appreciate everybody listening, and we hope y'all have a good week. We hope we'll be here to give you another show next week.
Yes.
If we're not, we're going to post it on our page. Well, we can't even do that if we don't have internet, or if we're not, we got no power. So,
Well, we'll know next week.
yeah, it's a, what do you call it? Go by play or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
depends. It
Yeah,
depends.
exactly.
We can't even pre-do a show because we might not be able to put it out next week.
That's true.
So anyway, wishes luck if you listen to this before Monday or Tuesday, and we'll let everybody know if we're safe, when it's over with. So until next week,
See ya.